We are here in the Tartin kitchen.
Yay!
Nice rolling pin. I like it.
I had it in the winter. It's freezing. It feels really good right now.
Yeah, well, we're supposed to get snow soon.
Hard to believe. Hi.
Hard to believe. Hi. That is great. What? So is that like a special?
So about, I don't know, 20 years ago, I think, when I was making a lot of pies, I bought this metal rolling pin that rolls and you can utilize it and everything for like croissants and stuff. I forgot I had it, and man, in the hot weather, this has been key to keep my puff pastry perfect. So it's been really great. And right now, it's a great air conditioner.
I wish I had one.
In the heat. But
I have a marble one, and I use that, and you can put that in the refrigerator.
It's pretty awesome. I forgot. I completely forgot I had it. Oh my God, Debrianna, this, what an endeavor. I've been cooking since 8 o'clock in the morning.
Oh my God, that's almost 12 hours.
This is not, well, let's just say this. Tart Tartin is so yummy and it's so great, but most people, and I guess like Jamie Oliver says, most people in France never make the puff pastry. They just buy it in the store. And if you do that, you can make it in half an hour. It's no big deal. But if you want to do it legit and make the homemade puff pastry
and make your own, everybody should do it at least once.
Listen, it's Corona quarantine. Why wouldn't you do it? I had a super busy day today. I just worked around. I set my cell phone timer. All you're doing is just creating the laminated, pastry, and it's that folding process. And I'm gonna write all about it in the thing.
In a small novella.
in a telenovela recipe, but I think that, I don't know, I can tell the difference, and I think it's so worth it if you have the time. If you don't, there's no judgment. No,
just buy it. I, in fact, have puff pastry in my freezer.
Yeah, of course you do. You're ready.
At all
times. You're prepared.
Just in case someone gets a craving.
It's really wonderful to create that fluffy, airy, pastry quality to have with this. It's just, we're Americans. We're used to making apple pie. I had to fight myself to not put cinnamon in this because I'm such a pie person. So I'm known for my pie. So it's like, it's really 4 ingredients, and it's so simple, and in its simplicity is the beauty and the deliciousness. So I really tried to just hold back.
Okay. So today was dough day?
Today was dough day.
Okay. Just checking.
I set the alarm and I was like, okay, am I really going to do this? Because basically what it is you've made it before, I'm sure. So it's all about, the secret is, you don't have to overthink it. Okay, the secret is, it's all about the butter staying cold. Okay, the dough staying cold. The butter cannot melt, and it's so hot today, and I have this 400 oven. But if you can keep the butter cold and spread the gluten tentacles in the different ways, there are all these theories about it. Then you get this fluffy, amazing layers that are just, the air pockets form and the moisture forms, and it melts in your mouth, and it's so good. But you cannot let it get warm. So what you do, you get this frozen roller. I did the old grilled butter, freeze the butter.
Yep.
You just put your dough together really, really loosely, and then you wrap it with plastic wrap and then mush it together. And then the basic thing is that's the first level. Okay. You put it in the fridge for 35 minutes. You take it out 35 minutes later. You take the cold roller.
It's like a little baby.
You roll it out, not too much, but you're activating the gluten. Then it has to rest. And then you're folding it like an envelope. And then you wrap it up again 35 minutes. And you take it out again and you roll it again. You keep it all cold. You wrap up the envelope. You do it 5 times plus.
Don't you wonder how somebody figured this out? Because puff pastry's been around for like bazillion years.
I thought the same thing. I was like, who is just sitting around
this out?
Experimenting? Like, I mean, you'd have to be pretty scientific to think it through. It's total science. So anyway, and you just can't manipulate it too much. You don't want it to go flat.
You don't want to activate all that gluten that way. Yeah.
So I'm super happy because you watch the dough transform from this like chunky striations of the butter, and the grating it makes it really permeate evenly. And then all of a sudden, by the 5th time, you got this gorgeous rectangle.
I know. It just feels amazing.
It looks like you got it out of a box. I'm very proud of myself. I'm gonna pat myself on the back.
Yay! You got the chicken.
So, like 5 hours later, and then the easy part is this, and what we're gonna do tonight is just.
Here, let me see if I can help you.
So I'm going to take a cast iron pan. This is a 10-inch, and you want to have the deepest oven-proof frying pan you have. I mean, if you have a baking dish, you could do that, but this is traditionally done in a frying pan type of thing. I'm doing it in my cast iron, the smaller one, the 9-inch one, not the actually, this is a 10-inch one. I'm not going to do the big one. You make caramel, which we're going to do right now. You put the apples in. They sit there, and then you have to set it aside, quickly roll out the circle of dough because it's all about heat and cold. So if I can get the dough to stick on there and tuck it in and make the vents and put it in quickly and cook it for 20 minutes, 25 minutes, then the butter is going to go, woo! It's going to hit the heat. The moisture is going to go.
Well, it melts and it leaves pockets. That's how you get all the crispy, flaky, airy part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's my goal, and I have to achieve that with you tonight. The other part is the history of this dish, which is really fascinating. I read like 10 different histories of this. Who the hell knows which one's true? But it was based supposedly on these 2 sisters, the Tartin sisters, who lived in the Loire Valley, and they, I don't know if one folk myth was that they dropped it and they were really busy in their hotel restaurant one night and they had to pick it off the floor and it was upside down, and so they just shoved it in the oven. And then the other one was they didn't have enough money for the gas bill, so they thought instead of cooking it like a pie or a tart, what if we invert it, put the pastry on top, and only cook it for 20 minutes? We only have that much gas left, or whatever. Sensation. So and then it went on this fancy restaurant, Maxime's, for years. That's where it really started, I guess, in the turn of the century. But
yep.
But it's so yum and it's so great. Then there's the reveal, which I'm gonna have to photograph because this will be in the oven. The fantastic reveal. If you were having a party, you take the plate when you take it out, and then you invert it over.
Yeah.
And you have
all that.
Caramelized apple.
Somebody's got to do a video of you doing it on the phone. Do a video.
Do that. I will do that.
Yeah. Because that's the big reveal, and
that's the moment of truth. So right now I am sitting next to a, of course, 400-degree oven. Hot oven. Hot.
That's okay. Yesterday I made brisket. My oven was on for 4 hours.
In the hottest weather of the summer, of the late summer.
Yeah, well, it's okay. We're going to have apparently a winter snap, like a major winter snap tomorrow night. I am panicked.
When you look at it and it says 32, 33 degrees, it's hard to believe, but that's what it says.
I know.
So one of the things before I make the caramel, I wanted to say to you was, I know you have this, but my mother gave this to me. This is
that same one.
One of those crazy OCD, pastry boards.
I love that board.
And here's the thing about my mom.
Because it's a measuring board. It's a measuring board, Lisa.
This is why I rebel. But anyway, the thing I really do agree with her about is, and I'm sure you do this too, is you have to separate your stuff you use for sweet pastry from your things you use for savory things. So I have separate breadboards for chopping garlic and all that stuff. And then this never sees normal food, only desserts and pastry.
No garlic, no meat, no.
Because you do not, those flavors get stuck no matter how you scrub it. And you don't want it going into your pies and cakes and stuff. And so, so this is a special thing. And then, like at my mom's house, she has special areas for certain spoons and special areas for this. And if I pick the wrong one, my hand gets slapped. Okay. That's a true story. Wrong one. I'm like, but you never marked it, Mom. How am I supposed to know? But anyway, so I definitely did that. And so we're going to make the caramel right now. It's so easy. It's just.
Someone's saying you have an echo. I don't hear it.
I have an echo? Oh.
Yeah.
Well, sorry.
I don't hear it on my end. I wonder why.
Lisa has an echo.
I don't know.
In my life.
I know, right?
All right. Well, I'll try to speak minimally for the rest of the show. So it's so easy to make the caramel. You're just gonna heat up in this a cup of sugar, and then you're going to do a stick of butter, a little bit of salt, and a little bit of vanilla, and that's it. So I'm going to do the sugar first. I'm going to heat it up. Then I'm going to add the butter, salt, and vanilla. And when it gets to the caramel color, I'm going to set it aside. Then I'm going to put in the apple.
Okay. So you've already sliced the apples and.
So talk about prep. Not only are you working all day to make the damn dough, then I got some beautiful wine sap apples from Morris's parents, Joe and maybe now, who just got the first crop of wine sap. And amazing. And I peeled them. I cut them into quarters. And I have been soaking them in sugar and lemon juice all day long. And what's happened is, and I'll show you this, they've drained. The stuff is drained to the bottom. So,
how many apples did you use?
I used 6 apples, and I'm going to do double layer. I wanted a little lemony flavor, all the juice goes to the bottom, so you don't want to have any juice when you put it in. Okay, so I'm just gonna. I've been mixing these throughout the day. The juice runs through them and the sugar, and then I'm gonna put them into the pan.
Okay. Okay.
The other thing we have to remember too, and I don't want to forget, is when I cook this, you want to put a pan underneath with some parchment because it is going to bubble, and that caramel is going to burn your oven and ruin your pan if it gets in contact with it. So I don't want to forget to do that.
Okay.
So I just reminded myself.
Yay.
So I'm going to put tartin on top of it because it will probably bubble over a little bit.
Yeah, and then you don't want that stuck to the bottom of your oven. No.
So I'm going to put this on like a medium heat, and I have a clean wooden spoon that's not used for pesto. And all I had was turbinado sugar, so I'm just putting it in there.
That'll work.
Yeah, I didn't have any regular granulated sugar.
So you're just going to heat the sugar up in there?
I'm heating the sugar up.
Okay.
First, and then I'm going to add the butter, a little hint of salt, and a little vanilla. Now, if I were badass like you, Debriana, I'd have vanilla sugar, vanilla pod. I'd put the vanilla beans in there.
Vanilla layers, yeah.
Jamie Oliver has an amazing one where he takes Calvados with his apples and caramel, and then he scrapes the vanilla bean out and he leaves the pod in. So
neat.
When he flips it, it looks super cool. I don't have that, so
no, we don't have Calvados right now.
I don't have any Calvados, and I don't have any
Although our friends at Santa Fe Spirits do have a fantastic apple brandy.
I'm really hoping when we have them next time that we get some of that, because that's the thing I usually order when I go there for a drink.
Yeah, me too. Me too. It's fantastic. So how long are you going to heat that sugar?
Well, it's going to start to get melty, bubbly, The whole caramel thing takes about 15 minutes. And I'm going to put the butter in soon to move it along, and the salt probably right now. But anyway, yeah, this is the yummy caramel. Now, I wanted to have enough apples to do 2 layers. And I'm not going to make like a fancy design. Some people do that, and it's really great. I'm not going to do it. Okay. I'm just going to put them in. It's going to be way rustica.
Someone is saying, how do you keep the sugar from clumping? I've always had a problem with that.
Oh, really? I think you just have to really gauge your heat with caramel. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta, like, I can't really look at you when I'm making this. I need to really seriously make sure I don't burn it.
Are you looking at other people when you're doing this?
And you just don't want to burn it, and so you gotta watch it bubble. It can go south really fast, and you just don't want that to happen. So right now it's getting nice here. We'll see if I have clumps. I mean, it could be a little uneven. I mean, it depends what you mean by clumps. Is it like it doesn't ever rise, or So this is looking yum. I don't want it to get too hot. I'm going to put in the vanilla now. Just like a half a teaspoon, and then a little dash of salt, and that's it.
Okay.
So I'm watching it. It's bubbling. Can you see what's happening here?
A little bit, yeah.
Family tilt it.
Okay.
It's definitely, see?
Yeah.
Okay. So.
Is that helpful, I hope, viewer? I don't know who it is. It just says YouTube viewer to me.
It's gonna bubble over. Now, this is damn hot, Deborah. People have to be careful.
Yeah. Hot sugar. Oh, Lordy. That'll burn you, and it sticks. So be careful.
Be careful. I'm stirring it. Getting completely dissolved right now. It is 100% dissolved. There are no clumps.
As if I can look over the edge.
There are no clumps. It's starting to what's going to happen is it's going to start this separation. Okay.
Okay.
And you got to be patient because it will go back together. That's what I remember the most. But
it gets scary. You're like, what's happening? I screwed it up.
And you just keep stirring. Stirring is the key, and not too hot. And I'm going to turn it down here in a little bit. I'm taking it to the brink, and then I'm going to stop. You have to trust your instincts.
Okay, good. I'm glad that was helpful.
So right now, I'm definitely getting to that separation place where, oh my God, it smells so good.
Yeah.
Candy. Smells like candy.
Yeah.
So yummy.
It smells like the boardwalk, Atlantic City.
Candied apples, caramel apples, fall, all the yummy things.
Yeah, I hope it's getting to be fall someplace else besides here. And poor LA and California looks super toasty.
They are suffering so much. Shout out to all friends and family in California. I hope you're okay.
Super toasty, yeah.
Well, we all kind of feel lucky. We only had like 93, but it still was bloody hot here.
Yeah, almost hot.
So this is getting to a good spot. I'm gonna turn it down a little, probably to like medium low.
And so, are you gonna take its temperature, or are you just gonna eyeball it?
I'm eyeballing it.
All right, so just tell everyone what you're looking for.
So what I'm looking for is the color. Now, I had carbonado sugar, so this is an interesting challenge for me because it was already browning. Normally, when you make it with white sugar, you really can tell when it turns to the light caramel color. What I'm going by right now is the texture, and that is the separation. Like I can see the butter and the sugar are separated, okay?
Uh-huh.
I just have to keep stirring. The whole enterprise is about 15 minutes. How long have I been going now? 10? Maybe 5?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, probably 10. Someone says, can you put this on ice cream as a topping? You should probably put ice cream on your Tart Tartin.
You can put caramel on anything you want. So I'm just going to keep stirring because it's definitely separating, and it's going to go back together once the sugar gets to that place. So I'm just keep going, and then I will put the apples in. It has to get caramely texture. It has to really, quote unquote, caramelize. It's not there yet. It's still butter and sugar separated.
Kind of bubbly. Yeah.
And it looks like little, like they're little islands unto themselves in the butter. And I don't want it to be like that. I want it to break down. So I'm waiting for that. So as soon as I'm able to put the apples in here.
What's the oven temperature on?
400. And it has to be.
We just say it's hot.
It has to be preheated and there for a while. Like this has to be a blazing hot oven so that when you put that pastry in, it's like, and it really takes off and rises. So yeah, still going here. I think I've got like probably 3 more minutes, I would say.
Can I have a peek at your caramel before you take it off the fire?
Yeah, caramel expert, yes. Like, see right now, it's not together yet. It's not caramelized yet.
Okay.
It's in that separation still. It just takes a little while. I turned my heat down a little because I didn't want it to splatter in my face.
Good idea. That's hot. The thing about caramel is it sticks to you if it's hot.
This is a shallow deal here, so you don't want it to hurt you. But it will go. Damn it. It will
eventually.
It's going to go. And then we'll put the apples in that I've completely drained, as you can see.
Okay.
So I'm going to open these up.
Oh, I bet they smell great.
Oh my God, they smell taste good. And so say you can't get these kind of apples. Great apples in your area. If you could get a farmer's market apples like, Honeycrisp, John Gold, Granny Smith, you want a strong, structured apple because the apple will go to mush if it's not, you know?
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. So did you peel those?
I peel, okay. So it's all a production. So what I did was I peeled them completely, and then I put them in an apple corer because you have to take out the core. And then I made them so that I'm going to put the round sides on the bottom. So when I flip it, it will be rounded.
Okay, gotcha.
Some people, this is all your own personal creativity. Some people like to do the fan and then make it all fancy. Some people like to just do a half an apple where it's like these big mounds of apple and it's only a half.
Oh,
it's starting to do a thing. It's starting to get there, people. Starting to get there. So you just have to be patient with this dish, but it's so worth it. And anyway, but I just did mine in quarters and I cored them, and you make sure that there are no seeds, none of that really weird part that gets hard.
Yeah, the hard part of the center. Yeah.
But the seed casing or whatever. So you just want to make sure that it's all good and they're firm. And I like to do this because I love lemon with it, and that's a Julia Child thing. Not everybody does lemon. Who does?
Oh, yeah.
And then I put a little bit of sugar in there. The whole sugar. This is a cup for this, and it's a quarter cup with all these apples. So that's not very much. Okay.
Okay. Let's see. Let's see it. Let's see it.
Starting to be like caramel. I'm so excited. Look at, you can tell. You know what this is? This is what it looks like when caramel apples are about to be dipped. See the difference?
Can you see it?
Can you see it?
Yeah.
I can't stop stirring. This looks to me right now like the perfect coating for caramel apple. So we're really, really close. I'm just trying to incorporate the butter. It is perfect. There are little bubbles. And the sugar, it is caramel. It is officially caramel. This is no longer sugar.
Will you be having this for dinner? Someone wants to know.
Yes. Oh, I love these bubbles. I should take a picture of this.
Okay. So there you go. She's going to have a picture.
Oh, God. I don't want this to burn. No, the pressure's not worth it. I'm going to put it to the side. I just turned off the heat because I do not want this to burn. Okay. But it's looking great. The little bubbles just happened and it incorporated. I'll try to take a picture.
Okay, let's see it.
Okay, hang on. Okay, so we're gonna take the photo. Hopefully it won't drop it in the hot caramel.
No, don't drop the phone in the hot caramel.
But see, look at the little bubbles. Can you see the bubbles?
Yes, I know what I'm looking for though. So.
Beautiful bubbles that bubble up, and it's just liquidy and caramelized. It's totally caramelized. So I'm gonna put this. I turned off the heat. I'm putting it to the side.
Lisa, pick up your spoon so someone can see how it coats the spoon. Yeah, there you go, because that'll tell you.
Now that I've taken it over, I'm gonna bring you over here so you can see. See this? See it?
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
Turned into caramel. Beautiful brown caramel. Okay, now the fun part. We're gonna put the apples in. I think I've got it. Good enough.
Yes, it will. The iron does retain the heat for a while. That's why she was cautious about turning the heat down when she did.
When I put it in, there's a sizzle noise because these apples were in the fridge. So be careful.
Well, they're moistury. Yes, they're not dry.
Face. Be careful of your face. I'm going to put these in quickly because this is cooling this. Okay, I'm putting them in quickly. Oh, and it can splatter, so just be super careful. Like, you see how far away I have it from me? I have it on the opposite burner. I just don't want it to hurt me. And you can get hurt.
We don't either.
I don't want anybody to get burned. Okay, so I'm not doing it in any great design or anything. I'm just putting it in, and it's making it bubble up. Okay, what's really cool?
The caramel's coming up like the sides of the apples.
Yes, it is. And what's cool is how what I always remember is how it will naturally fill in the crevices, and that's what you want to have happen with the dough and the apples, and it just makes it a beautiful, beautiful design when you're done. So I'm putting the round parts down the back of the apple, so because I want to have that.
Yeah.
When I flip it over, yeah. Oh my God,
Yum.
it's so good. I could make this every day if I didn't have to work.
There's so many textures and layers of the way it changes and moves. It's like you're working with a living thing.
It really is exactly like that. You're so right. And
it's so delicious.
This was the perfect amount, man. Wow. We just made it. So we've covered it, and then maybe a little extra layer, so there really are no gaps. It's bubbling through.
Let us see. Can you let us see?
I'm going to show you. Let me get this juice out of the way. The dogs are like, please drop an apple, please. So here you go.
Okay. Oh, that's so pretty. Yeah, perfect.
Bubbling through. All right.
Okay.
Crazy part. Okay. So what we're going to do now is we're going to I'm getting the pastry out of the fridge. I'm going to show it to you.
How thick did you cut the apple? It's quarters, right? You quartered them?
I did quarters. You can do whatever you want. People do halves. People do like slices, so you have like a hole from where the core is gone. You know, some people do it that way. Some people do half rounded. It's fun to experiment. Let's see. Oh my God. Okay. It came out completely. I'm going to have to, how am I going to get this off my spoon?
You're going to soak it. It'll come off.
Yum. Okay. So here we go. Here's
the pastry. Oh, it looks beautiful.
I'm very proud of myself, Deborah. These hard
It is it's a labor of love. It is.
Look at this. I got the fold.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
It's a beauty.
It's gorgeous.
So I'm going to put it down here, and I'm going to roll it. It's probably way too bright, but I'm going to roll it.
It's good.
And I have this cold rolling pin still, and you're supposed to beat it. It's weird. You beat it and stuff.
Lisa's always beating her food, slapping mint, beating her pastry.
There's a whole, let me get some flour. There's a whole language to patisserie, you know. There's a whole
your pastry.
To patisserie. There's a whole language, and man, wouldn't it be fun? I was saying this, and I don't know if I've said this to the members before, but one of my bucket lists, I swear, and I think we should do this together, Debriana, someday, is we go to like a really great French cooking school one summer, and we just take a patisserie course. Like,
yeah.
The cordon bleu or something. Wouldn't that be fun?
I've always wanted to do that. Well, the first thing I wanted to do was go to cooking school when I was first graduated from high school, and everybody talked me out of it.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they were like, "Oh, you're on your feet all day. It's such hard work." So I never did. But I really wanted to go to Johnson & Wales. That's where I had my eyes set, but I never did. So I would be happy with a pastry summer in France.
Would that be fun? Are they like? I've looked it up before. They have like 6-week courses. You know, that'd be just super fun.
Yeah, I think it would be really fun.
So I'm putting the muscle.
How's it going? What are you rolling it out to? What size?
I'm gonna roll it out to 11 inches because this is a 10-inch, and I want it to go over, and I'm gonna tuck it in, and then I'm gonna put the vents, and then I'm gonna put it in the oven. Okay. Ooh. Okay. So what else is going on today?
Well, David's building a portal over our bedroom sliding glass door, so that's what we were doing all day today, or he was mostly. I was helping when I had to.
Just a little portal building, no big deal.
Just a little portal building today.
Wow. That's amazing.
Yeah. So, well, we're wondering if we're going to get it done before the snow comes. No, we're like, I think if we get it done before the snow, it'll mean we're not getting any.
Wow. Well, we've had such
first this morning to ask them what we should do. And he said, well, if you do nothing, you can be sure it's coming. If you do everything, you probably won't get it.
That's always how it works.
Mm-hmm. So we're going to do the frost blanket and then probably another blanket over that and then plastic, because you don't want to put the plastic on the plants because it can freeze. You know, the plastic will hold the cold and freeze the plant. So
wow.
The plastic goes on top.
Wow.
And we have big bales of hay. So we're going to cover the ground plants with a lot of hay and hope that they make it. I have butternut squash coming. I have acorn squash coming. I don't want the plants to die.
Oh, I don't want them to die either. Okay, I might be good here.
Okay.
Circle. I don't really care. I'm just gonna tuck it in, and it'll be extra layers of puff pastry. You don't have to be perfect.
Getting a workout.
Which is another reason why I like it, because you don't have to be perfect.
Okay.
Okay. It's hard because I'm doing this in an area I should have given myself more room. Oh well. Okay, I'm almost there. We're gonna put this on and we're gonna tuck it in.
Okay.
Little baby's gonna go to bed for 25 minutes.
Yay. And so what do you serve it with? Do you use whipped cream? Do you use ice cream? Do you just eat it plain?
We're gonna have whipped cream tonight.
Okay.
Great with ice cream. It's great plain.
Yeah, creme fraiche. That's what I like.
Yeah, whatever you like. But I like to accompany it with something like that, but I could eat it plain. I'll probably have it for breakfast.
Oh yeah, that's definitely breakfast food.
Okay, I think I'm gonna be okay here. Ugh. All right.
Ugh, she did it.
That was my workout today.
Someone wants to see how thick the dough is.
Okay, so this dough is about, I would say, a 1/4 inch thick.
Okay. There you go. Yep, I'd say that.
Okay, so I'm gonna take, where's my knife? I'm going to cut some vents, and I'm gonna put this in immediately, so I'm not gonna dilly-dally around, okay?
Okay.
Bring it over, tucking it in.
No dilly-dallying.
Tuck it in like pigs in a blanket. Oh my God, so cute. Okay, tucking it in. I'm tucking it down the sides. If I tuck it down the sides, it will make some kind of thing, you know? Design-wise, it will soak in there. Okay, you gotta do it fast. You cannot.
I have this on the screen, no dilly-dallying.
Okay, there it is. Okay. Oh my God. All right. Do your magic.
Right.
Do your magic. Okay, vents. 1, 2, 3, 4.
So how big are those vents? Like an inch?
Taking a picture.
Okay.
Oh, no. Bigger.
Okay.
Going
there
in.
you go. Okay, there you go.
We're going.
Voila. Et voila.
Like that movie Contact with Jodie Foster. I'm going in. Okay. I'm ready, or whatever she says. I can't remember. Oh, I need the bottom thing. Whoops. Here we go.
Don't forget the pan. It's going to drip.
And don't burn your hand on the iron, on this cast iron. Okay. You did it. A game show.
Girl.
Okay, 25 minutes. Woo!
I can't wait to see it.
I can't wait to eat it.
I'm schwitzing for you.
The other thing is, there's 2 schools of thought. You can take it out right away and flip it before the caramel gets really caramelized and you can't get it out of the pan. Some people like to have it sit for a few minutes. Some people like to have it sit for an hour so the flavors can mingle. Then they reheat it. Then they take it out.
Oh, well, there's that idea.
So I don't know what I'm going to do. I haven't decided yet. What do you think I should do? Think I should
yeah, if this was a cooler day, I would be of the mind of let it sit and reheat it, but I wouldn't want to leave the oven on. So for me, I'd flip it.
I think I'm going to flip it immediately. I'm going to take not a sharp knife, but like I have this crazy. Do you have one of these sharp spatulas that won't scratch your pan? And I'm just going to go around it like that. Flip.
Yep.
Video. And then
this thing is golden, you guys, if you don't have one. It's got little serrated edge on one side, but it's plastic. It's hard plastic. Yeah.
Nice. So I think that's what I'm going to do immediately. Flip, and then you eat it immediately.
And then munch, baby.
That's good.
That looks fabulous. So if you guys have not signed up to go to the cook along, we're doing fried chicken.
What? We have so much fun.
Yeah, we have fried chicken sandwiches, and we're going to be making garlic parmesan oven fries.
Debrianna told me the recipe today, and it is the bomb. It is so good.
So, and we'll hang out in the Zoom room and cook together. So go on over and sign up. It's $15 a ticket, and your whole family can go.
It's not this Saturday. It's next Saturday.
The 19th. Yeah, the 19th.
At 4 p.m. Mountain, so that's 6 Eastern, 3 Pacific. What would it be Central? 5 Central. And we're just gonna have a lot of fun. It's gonna be great to meet you all. We feel like we know you, but we'd really like to talk to you. So that'll be great, and cook with you.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
So go to our ko-fi.com/Corona Kitchen and sign up, and then we'll send you the recipe and all the deets. Okay?
Yeah. Fun. Yay. Okay, everyone. I can't wait to see your pie. Thank you for doing that for us, because that's an endeavor of love, and you've given us all that love.
I'm excited, and it's also my 17-year-old's 18th birthday on the 11th.
So oh my God!
I have a pre-birthday celebration for Ronan, so I only make these things for people I really care about. It's a lot of work,
Yeah. It's a labor of love for sure.
But worth it. And everyone in Corona Kitchen is so worth it.
Indeed. We love you guys. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a great night. Stay safe.
Yeah, totally. Wear a mask.
Keep
wear a mask.
Keep safe, everybody.
Yep.
Thanks for joining us. Oh my God, it's hot.
Yeah, thanks for doing that. That was amazing.
It's fun though.
Don't forget to check your voter registration.
Gotta yourself. And thanks for everybody.